Okay, now it's picking up my mic. Okay. Desktop audio. There's no music, so desktop audio. Can you talk? I'm testing. Well, it's picking you up on desktop audio. The problem last time is my desktop audio doesn't record to my stream VOD, so I can play. But helping showed me this new thing that they've got that like sometimes works. So I have a audio source that's just Discord that should just be listening in on our, but it doesn't. Wait, let me try. What if I do? Oh, because it's listening to there. What about this one? Now talk.
Duck, 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 duck.
It worked. Okay. Yes.
Oh, good.
So now it won't record music, but it will record Discord voice chats or calls. So I can like properly collab with people and get a properly recorded VOD. Yes, let's see. All that. Switch over to where's my oh wait, I have to actually be on the Fugi React website.
Meta login.
Log in. Logging in.
Let me see if I'm.
There's the boy. There's the Twilight.
Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay. These mods are out of date.
What's that? Oh. Uh-oh. I'll fix that later. There, boom, all set up. Good to go. Live. Everything's working. Audio recording. Yeah, we're good. Wait, let me try. We want like a little.
You can see me during nighttime and during thunderstorms. What if I had a graveyard shift game?
Where I don't like.
I just pop edging out as the music.
Gotta adjust my audio levels. Getting this figured out. I'm also wait, do I still have False's stream open? Am I accidentally stream sniping False right now? No, I'm not. It's all good. I turn up Discord. Okay, now we're ready.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What does he can't farm his points? Yeah, I could put wooden flooring or tiles or cobblestone for flooring instead of grass.
Right. So, where were we? What were we doing?
We're building on the house.
We're building a house and also building a map art. That's what feels like it's been forever.
It's only been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks. I was supposed to, at some point in those 2 weeks, I was supposed to AFK at the wool farm to get more wool, and I did not. I did not do that.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah. So I'll see how much wool we have at the site. I'll fly back over there. I'm literally in the same. I haven't even gotten on Minecraft in 2 weeks. I'm a failure. But it's okay. So today was your 2-year anniversary?
Yep.
Streaming.
It's funny because when I started streaming, then a different platform, and that platform is, to put it lightly, dead.
Yeah, I think
Big Clan is not dead, but
Yeah, I
It's
think you
about
mentioned the name. I didn't
Kalemish.
recognize it.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah. I think like today or like tomorrow is my 1 month of streaming.
Woot woot.
That feels kind of good. It's like
Good.
weird because I think it was February 2nd that I started streaming, but February being a weird month, I'm like, should I go by like 30 days or should I don't know.
Well, I just went with the whole I think 1 year deal.
Let's see. What else we got some coal in there. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
we
is some.
still got some coal.
I still wish Bedrock Edition had the option to build yourself left-handed. I don't know why that's still not a thing.
Just a second. I have to change my volume setting. Music is still too loud. There we go. Okay, what did you say about Bedrock or?
I still don't know why Bedrock doesn't give me the option to wield my stuff left-handed.
Hmm. Yeah. They're handist. Ugh. So, if I remember correctly, I've held on to this all day, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but if I remember correctly, you said something about a mascot.
Oh yeah, so I was thinking of updating my mascot to
I didn't even
something
know.
that
I didn't know that you had one.
you know the thing on my stream that's upside down.
Yeah, I looked earlier when I came by earlier to lurk. I was like, oh, that must be what he was talking about. What can you tell me? Like, does it have a name? Is it
It's just a cute looking show off.
just a cute looking thing?
But the problem is, because I had like the little put on the I'm standing on, it kind of makes it hard to move stuff around.
Hmm.
So the hoping to have something more plan based for me as a mascot instead of show off.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm more Stranger Things inspired than Lovecraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mom has gotten obsessed with Stranger Things very recently, and it's like reignited an interest in me to actually watch it. Because every time that like a friend of mine gets really obsessed with Stranger Things, I'm like, oh, it looks so good, I should watch it. Like last year, a lady was in the like moderator channels, always ranting about well, a particular character in Stranger Things, but like ranting about it, and I was like, man, I still need to watch that. And then I kind of, it's like when people around me stop talking about it, I kind of forget about it.
Okay, let me try and find a thing I can show your mom. Here we go. It's my, those character inspiration things they showed off one time, like 6 different things inspired your character.
Oh yeah. That,
Was
that reminds me, I can start doing some of those trends now. Writing. Oh well. I see. Let me I do. Can I show this on stream?
yeah, go ahead.
Here we have character inspirations for full screen. Full screen. Let's see. What is it? What is it? Top left. Is that Stranger Things?
That's the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Okay. Demogorgon, definitely a term that I've come across in like RPG settings, but I don't think that I've seen one portrayed quite like that.
That's actually the main inspiration of my design.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what do we got going on beneath that? That looks like an adorable anime girl coming out of a flower.
Okay, you know those plant monster girls from Castlevania?
Okay.
It's that.
Okay. That makes sense. Then beneath that,
So, do you remember there was a movie on Amazon with Chris Pratt where you go into the future? Because what's it called? Like the Future War, was it?
I don't.
Tomorrow.
I'm not familiar with it, but I'm trying to think of like a name, maybe.
Yeah, it's called the Tomorrow
Wait,
War.
or wait, is it Edge of Tomorrow?
No, it's literally called the Tomorrow War. I think it's the Tomorrow War.
You said it's a Netflix show. It's not a movie.
It's a Netflix movie.
Netflix movie. Yeah, I don't think I know it. But it's a.
So
I guess that's a creature. Ah,
yeah, the inspiration from that. So in the movie, they have like tentacles that open up like flower wises.
uh-huh.
So it's my tentacles, my hybrid form of inspiration of that.
Okay. I see. And then top right, this is clearly Cthulhu, correct?
See,
Cthulhu. Would you pronounce
Cthulhu.
it? Do you say Cthulhu? Okay. I have like
Cthulhu.
one friend who says Cthulhu. I'm like, I don't know if that's right, but I also don't know that it's wrong.
It might be a dialect thing. Who knows?
Yeah. Cthulhu. This is a person who also says so. Like, there's I believe an Egyptian god that's Thoth, and I've always said Toth, like a T sound for the first one, but then a TH for the second one, Toth. And he says Toth, I think, or Tote, or Thought. I think he might just say thought. I don't know. He pronounces that differently than me too, and I'm like,
I am the god Thought.
Thought.
I'm a hoe.
I'm always like, I don't know. When it comes to pronunciations, I'm like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, so I don't want to call anyone out. At least I'm not like false about it though. False gets a little sometimes a little touchy on pronunciations.
It's like people need to go. It's like things given. Like remember old days. Names will be butchered.
Absolutely. Let me see. I'm trying to, as we're talking about this, I'm also trying to, because I think my desktop audio is probably picking you up twice. Fortunately, there's nobody here to judge me for that, but my desktop audio is probably picking you up twice. Trying to think. Trying to think of how it to have it not do that. Since I have the channel picking up Discord exclusively, maybe I make a new audio application, audio capture, create new. This is going to be YouTube music. I don't really need full desktop audio. Chrome, Google Chrome, YouTube music. There. Wow. All right. Fine. Match title. Title must match. I'll just leave it at that, and then I'll try that. There. Now your audio won't be doubled.
This thing is super sensitive. Damn.
But I need to make sure that this. Wait. I need to make sure this YouTube. Oh, it's recording. I need to make sure it's not recording onto stream. There we go.
Yeah, mine did that. I need to fix that later.
Okay, that should be set up. Yeah, that should be good. I'll leave it at that for now. It's scuffed, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, so where were we? Cthulhu in the top right. Then beneath that, that's a I know that's a Splatoon character. That's your Splatoon character, I guess. Correct?
No, not my Splatoon character.
What? Who is it? What is it?
It's my Lala Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, it looks so much like a Splatoon character. Well, I guess it doesn't have like the squiddling hair though. It does have kind of
more like a potato. So my 1 point model, my V-Roy was based off of my Lalafell.
Okay.
But since I figured, you know what, maybe I shouldn't use my Lalafell as my model because I see might get a lawsuit happy.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what, I'll just make it makes more sense lore-wise for me to look like a regular human. So when I travel to the human world, I won't get weird looks.
Yeah. Better to entice people in and then devour them, right?
Yeah.
And then beneath that, we have the fawns.
Hey!
That's the jacket.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the jacket and the swag. Nice. Yeah, I look forward to this becoming a trend again. I guess I could just do it just for fun, but like I want to do the VTuber trends when they're a trend. Unfortunately, lately we haven't had any like VTuber. Just been
We've
drama.
had just, oh my god,
It's
it's like
just been a shit show.
we're the drama arc.
Yeah, the drama arc. This is the VTuber community villain arc. All right. Back to go back to. I forgot how we got on that topic, but I'm glad that we did. Oh, because you were saying you were inspired by Stranger Things more than like Cthulhu.
But I figured I should update my models more appropriate. And since I changed my lore location, I have to get my intro page updated as well. But the problem with living in the Abyss is, oh come on, freaking off, stone, lovely. The problem with the Abyss is, okay, is it like a watery abyss or a hell abyss? So like, you know what, maybe instead of doing like the Abyss, people might mistake me for a demon of hell or a watery creature, I'll just go the parallel dark world universe plot.
The Shadow Realm.
So mine's more like, so you haven't read Jannar, have you?
No, I haven't. I've meant to, but I have not.
So pretty much lore-wise, and there's a place called the Forbidden, where the Dark Fae was eons ago. Good Fae and bad Fae were at war. This is before humans were born. Crap. So the good Fae eventually create a parallel world called the Forbidden. Does all the Dark Fae in there. And eventually in the books, you eventually see the Forbidden.
Okay.
It looks like a dark copy of the actual Earth.
Okay. So the realm is just called the Forbidden?
Yeah, but it's called the Forbidden, so yeah.
Okay.
Even though they call it Jackaroos.
Okay. Kind of a that's like in its own the native tongue of the denizens, the creatures from the Forbidden, or
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. The idea.
So I figured, you know what? Let's pull a Legend of Zelda and make a dark parallel world to the human world of Earth. Which also makes more sense of reference to also the Stranger Things with the Upside Down.
Yeah. I've heard people talk about the Upside Down and know literally nothing about it.
You really should watch it. It's like, I love the place.
Yeah. I need to watch The Mandalorian as well. My mom won't stop it up. For years now. It seems like any time that I go and visit her, she's like, "Did you watch The Mandalorian yet?" No. Oh, you have to watch it. It's so good. I'm like,
Man,
I just don't have time to watch shit. I watch VTubers. That's it.
Season 3 was average. No, I'm not using that stupid slang term. It's so dumb sounding.
Mid? You're not gonna call it mid?
I hate how did that become popular all of a sudden? It's like I heard that. What the fuck is mid?
Mid.
It's just average. Just fucking say average. Want to make a whole new word for the exact same goddamn thing.
I hate most of those like new words like Riz. Like I hate most of those.
What the fuck is Riz?
But then eventually it'll worm its way into my brain. Like it'll happen. I don't want it to happen, but it will happen. Where one day I'm gonna accidentally say Riz. Maybe not accidentally, maybe I'm going to use it, but I'm immediately going to hate myself for it. And the same has happened with mid. I mostly don't like using it, but it has occasionally slipped out, and then I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I saying?
What the hell is Riz?
Riz is I had to look this up, which is how I really felt old at that point. I had to look it up. Riz is just slang for charisma. So it implies somebody who's a smooth talker.
Wait, wasn't there another word for that already?
Yeah, probably
Did we already
swag or
have? Wasn't it swag?
yeah, it's
Never
like
a new
swag.
word. Like, and no,
And it's like
no, man.
and it's usually and Riz is usually used with the connotation like not just that they have charisma, but that they land chicks basically. That they or they chicks or dudes or whatever whatever uh, gender they're interested in, they get lots of it. They get lots of bitches or they get lots of dudes or whatever. Because they
So
got that
they're
Riz.
so they're a player.
Yep. That's another way to say it. Yep. And player has certainly been around for plenty long enough. I don't know why
Player,
people
man.
need to invent new words for it.
It's like, why invent new words? Why? It makes no sense.
That said,
Yeah.
just like with everything else, one of these days I'm gonna say Riz. I don't know when, I don't know what context, but I know it's gonna happen because this always happens. I'm gonna say it, and I'm immediately gonna hate myself. But
it sounds like a faster way of saying J-I-Z.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I like to see the word lead. Yeet. At least yeet's a fun word.
Yeet is fun. Yeet is very fun. Yeet.
I mean, that itself makes perfect context. You know what it's the way it sounds. You know what it says.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Riz, mid. It's like mid just sounds like a ghetto way of saying average.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. Like,
for a long time, I didn't like fire when people would use fire to describe something that's that's great or awesome or whatever. I hated that because I'm like, no, fire is bad. Like,
you mean that you're like, oh, this is lit.
Yeah, okay. Lit I didn't have as much problem with because I was younger, I guess, back when lit became a word. I still didn't use it that much, but I just didn't really think about it. But then when people started calling stuff fire, they're like, oh, that's fire. Oh, he got that flame. I was like, oh, this is so fucking dumb.
Back in my day, they said it was that's bad, yo. Like
It's
bad
bad.
is good.
Yeah, same.
Like,
I was there for bad.
Bad is good.
Badass.
Good is bad.
Yep. Yeah, with fire, I was like, no, fire bad. Fire burns shit. Fire's hot. Like even if you're like a pyro, you got to admit, like, if your house is on fire, that's not a good thing. That said, it's like wormed its way into my vocabulary. Like on Cody's King cover, I think I commented and was like, boy, got that, and just did the fire emoji like 3 times. And in my head, I'm like, I kind of hate myself for that.
He's got that fire, like he's got that passion.
Got that fire.
Without so he had to have that passion to do stuff. That makes more sense logically.
Yeah. I always picture like when somebody says like you got that fire, or like, okay, so like if it's like singing, they say that like he's spitting fire, or rapping is spitting fire. I just immediately picture Bowser breathing fire. I'm like, okay. He's like Bowser, he's spitting fire. Silliness. I think you saw it. I tried to I tweeted earlier and I was testing my Twitter followers. I tweeted a VHS tape and I was like, what is this? Because it's like people who really know me know that I know damn well what that is. People who don't know me might be like, this fucking Zoomer shit. It's like, no, I'm old. I just, it's just testing.
No, I'm the old man, Roger, please.
Just testing how well the people out there. Nobody was enraged. I was expecting to get at least one person who was like maybe not enraged, but like disappointed in me, and any replies like that. So getting to the point where I might have to go and AFK at the sheep. Well, not AFK because I'm streaming, but go hang out by the sheep farm to let some more wool generate.
Yeah, I'm in a gray wool.
Oh, are you at the sheep farm? Oh, you're just over
No,
here.
I'm over here.
Do you want, here, I can leave you. Here, I can leave you
I,
this.
I, I need more gray wool.
I can leave you all the wool that I've got. And I'll go to the sheep farm and harvest it and as much as I can. That's seaweed. Probably don't need that, but you can have it.
Can I eat it? No.
I think you have to dry it out first. You have to put it dried kelp. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do this too. I'm gonna give you.
While you're at it, can you get some cobblestone while you're at it? Is any over there?
Cobblestone? Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I should make a freaking bridge. Do we have wood? No, just chop wood.
Oh no! Wait! Sorry. Oh, you're able to get out. Okay. Okay.
Hey, man, chop some wood up.
Slash give Akafox 5 Minecraft map. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a bunch of duplicates of these. Just so that we have them. Okay, where'd you go? All right, there you are. Yeah. You can put that in your offhand and that'll show the map.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Think of.
Yeah,
That one's screwed up.
Yeah, if you put it in your offhand, then you can just like constantly see it. Or
why is there a timer on your screen?
Oh, that's because I was practicing speedruns and forgot that it's there. Yep. Let's see. I also need to give myself shears because I'm not taking. Oh wait, it only takes 2 iron. I can just make shears. Oh well. Already at this point. Oh, wait, we have shears here, I think. Slash game mode survival.
You can just generate shears.
Yeah, in creative mode, I can just pull out a set of shears. But trying to not use creative mode. Here, see, yeah, there's plenty of shears here. Okay, which one of these is it's white? No, that's yellow. This one white? This is white. Come here, sheep. I don't know why they don't have eyes. Yeah, it's white.
Oh, they're derpy sheep.
They're totally missing their eyes.
What the hell?
Yeah, one of the mods.
Yeah,
one of the mods that I have fucks up their eyes apparently.
That is cursed.
Yeah. Somebody came in here and stole all their eyeballs. Oh no.
It was the other mother.
It's even creepier if I like hold some wheat so they all come to me. Just stare at me. I'm not gonna do it though. Too scared. Snip, 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 snip. Snip. I remember, like, you'll see some videos on YouTube that still complain about this. But I was playing Minecraft at the time when they added shears to the game, because before that you would just punch a sheep and its wool would come off. And then they added shears to the game, and people were so pissed because they were like, oh, it's so tedious and unnecessary to have to craft, you know, a tool that's only used just for sheep. It's not used for anything else. Why would you make a whole tool just for shearing sheep?
You want to punch a sheep just to get your wool? I don't know, man. That sounds pretty cringe.
But I was one of them. Like, I mean, I wasn't like posting on message boards or anything, but I was one of the people who was like, "This is fucking stupid." There were so many like Minecraft updates through the years that like when it was added, I was like, "This is dumb. This is a dumb update." And then eventually it came to like it. But like gray wool,
I mean,
yep.
it makes more sense, really.
It does. It does make more sense. But at the time, it seemed so weird. Like having because at the time the only tools were like a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, and maybe a hoe. There might not have even been a hoe in the game. It might have just been pickaxe, axe, and shovel.
Like punching shit is weird. It's like you're literally chopping trees with your hands. How is that weird?
Punch it down. Really? Where's... It's gonna take a while.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I wonder if there's like a chest somewhere with just a bunch of wool. There's a bunch of beds in here.
This is gonna be a long collab project, and that's fine with me.
Yeah. Who built this?
The way,
so
the way you guys made all this stuff, just like what, nothing flat compared to the stuff you guys do.
Mach 2 rebuilt by Crusher Mach 3. Elevators provided by Shark Hydrodynamics Company. Glass from the original sheet farm highlighted. Oh yeah, that's right. This. So you played before the server got griefed, right?
I have no what happened.
It's really hard to tell with this. So like it's like a year ago now. Some griefers got on the server and like destroyed huge chunks of the spawn area and stuff. We were able to rebuild a lot. This sheep tower was there before the griefing. And then after the griefing, it was all gone except for this little section of glass right here that looks a little bit different. I don't know if you're looking at my stream or not, but there's this little section of glass that looks like fucked up. And this section was all that remained of the sheep tower that kind of became iconic because this was built very early on and it's colorful and everything. It didn't have the balloons back then. And you know, it spawns right over there, so like everybody saw it and everybody would come here for their wool. And just this section was all that was left. And then it got rebuilt and they decided to keep the glass from the original kind of like separated. The bit that remained kind of like separated. It was really sweet. But that's why that section of glass is like fucked up.
That's just annoying. You go on a server, there's a fucking thing and everyone's fun.
Yeah. This so like the reason that this little shopping area is kind of down in the ground a little bit, and then the reason that this area is like perfectly carved out, and then this whole trench down here with the bees and all the underground forests, this was all like area that was just fucking obliterated by the griefers. Like this was just a big ass fucking trench of nothingness, and we filled it in with all this stuff. So we took.
What did they do? Dynamite just blew it up?
They ran a command that just replaced blocks with air in an area around the player. So they just got on creative mode, and then just that command just kept macro spamming, and then they would just kind of like flew here like this. And it just deleted blocks around the griefer. That's what. So basically, they were just flying around looking for anything impressive and just flying near it, and it would get deleted. Like this there was originally a Shuba there. Most of the Shuba still remained, but its tail got taken out and a little bit more, but the tail specifically. So that's why the tail is iron now. Because when they rebuilt it, they were like, let's rebuild it out of iron. We can make him stronger.
God, I can only imagine if I made Hotel California and pull that off, I'd be so pissed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For a while after the griefing, we had the server on creative mode just for people to rebuild. So like Hololive HQ survived, if I remember correctly, but there was this huge scar in the ground. It was from the griefers as well. They came through here and they went like this way. Yeah, there was a lot of shit destroyed. My base was entirely destroyed. This one that's being built is probably never going to get finished. This is kind of built on the bones of the old one. But since then, there's been so much new shit built. I would say like 90% of the server is new now. Can't even really tell that it was griefed. Everything covered up so nicely.
Just like how Mother Nature got rid of a meteorite impact with grass and stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
never know.
Yeah. Yep.
I can
Reclaimed.
I could still smell my damn coffee. Damn.
Snip, 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 snip.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, okay.
Snip.
Oh, that looks messed up.
What I'm doing?
I know I'm looking at one point of map where it just seems like it's off.
Oh, does it? Snip. Oh, I just realized I can reactivate my Nightbot command. Is Nightbot even running though? First of all, I'll get timer on. Okay. Nightbot can reactivate the Collab command.
Yeah, I don't know. I really should update my announcement bot. I was using Pixel Chat for announcements. And so it actually subbed to me today. I switched I think I forgot what it was actually called. But I changed
Wait.
screens and then it showed up.
Is your I always forget this. Is your Twitch just TwilightMiasma?
Yep.
Okay. It's your Twitter that's Twilight VTuber, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Timers. Table. Oh, wow. Okay, so that one should be going. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen it. Have we even been live 20 minutes? Like, I don't think I've seen. No, have we been live 20 minutes?
41 minutes according to the screen.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't seen Nightbot spam my social. Oh wait,
Hold on. Maybe it's triggered. Maybe it's triggered by someone typing stuff.
I wonder. It should work. Yeah, okay. Nightbot's here. He's just sleeping. I was gonna do a sound alert on my dashboard. Here we go.
Maybe one day I'll get a new layout.
The one problem with my streaming time is that most of the people who would watch me also watch False.
Yeah, the time with all of us. I was going to stream early today because I'm on vacation from work.
Yeah. Oh. Why do I always get double sound? Oh my god, take that's here. Oh no. Oh no. Take that, or is all my audio levels good? I was messing with stuff. I don't know if it's messed up. Probably messed up.
Quick, give him a cheeseburger from Burger King.
I don't have a cheeseburger, but I have this. That's pretty cringe. I like there's
I
like
didn't hear that go off.
really? Maybe I should try another one. Can you hear the sound alerts on stream? I can hear them. I hear them twice through OBS, but let me check.
Oh,
They
hold
might
on. I don't know, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm muted, so I won't hear double feedback.
they
So I
might
would
be
know.
they might be coming. Oh, you're muted. Okay. I was gonna say they might be set up to come through desktop audio, which is wait, you did not hear it? Do I have to turn up desktop audio? But if I
You
turn
might
up
have
desktop
to.
audio, you get double music, right? Do I have to set up another program audio set just for what? What does it listen for? Oh, wait, does sound alerts need its own source? What if I do this?
Oh, crap. Hold on. Why am I being tagged?
Hear that?
So time for me to go to sleep. I'm dead.
Double. Yeah, see, I'm hearing it double too, and I don't actually know why. What about now? Hear that one? Dude, I don't know if sound alerts goes through my S or not. Nothing. It's coming from desktop audio. Why am I hearing it double? What is playing that? Is it coming through here? If I close this, I'm not monitoring my stream now. You guys can go crazy. I couldn't even tell. Okay, I do this. Okay, that was still double for me, but you guys probably didn't hear. Why is that double? Let's see. Sound alerts. Got a sound alerts here on my stream, right? Sound alerts. This is fine, by the way, because I'm just AFKing the sheep farm to get more wool. My browser source for sound alerts. Right. Comes through desktop audio.
Hmm.
Ah.
Well, that thing still works.
Oh yeah, the collab thing went. I do it. Audio output capture. I do an audio output capture for. Oh, I can't. Delete this. Okay. Man, I don't know. Is it my OBS that's playing sound alerts? I'll have to troubleshoot this sometime.
Nothing ever goes right.
Nothing ever goes right.
I mean, it always breaks.
Yeah. My sound alerts comes through my desktop audio. There must be a way.
Did you try changing the audio to your headphones? Is that the headphones?
My desktop audio source?
Yeah.
I think it's already is set up. Yeah, it's already set up coming up. It's already set up for my headphones. Which means
Mine's set to monitor and output.
what if
I
I
mean,
I'm gonna play Minecraft a bit and I'm gonna think about it. Problem is that sound alerts comes through desktop audio. I don't want to use desktop audio right now. Is this, what is going on with this sheep? This sheep is not getting sheared at all. Is the there's no shears in here. To refill the shears. Probably on a lot of them, really. Don't mind me, I'm just flying around fixing things. Is this one empty? They're all empty. Our sheep farm needs replenishing. Or well, the shears in the sheep farm need replenishing. All of them.
Require more Vespine gas.
You require more Vespine gas. Must construct additional pylons.
Honestly, you know, here's the thing. So, SZ made a real-time strategy game on the Switch called Theophil Chronicles. If they can pull that off, Blizzard can easily port StarCraft over to Switch.
Yeah. Well, StarCraft 2 or original. Well, either. They can do StarCraft 2 or original StarCraft.
I prefer the original StarCraft, honestly.
Yeah. I was super into StarCraft 2 for a while. Decently good at it. And just got shit at it.
And I actually picked up Diablo 3 for the Switch, which makes me a big old hypocrite.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Blacklist Blizzard now. Now I picked up Diablo 3. I mean, to be fair, Microsoft, if the deal does go through, I suppose I could unblacklist Blizzard.
Yeah.
I just want to go through so Sony can be a pissy little bitches. But they're being fucking children. It's like, really. You're not being hurt by Microsoft owning Call of Duty. But if you rely on one game to be profitable, you're pathetic. Like that. You could just bring back your own franchises. You could bring back Killzone. You could bring back SOCOM. Quit putting it in one basket, Sony. Plus, even though Activision is on my blacklist technically, I haven't bought an Activision game in forever. If and when my friend gets out of the hospital, I'm picking him Modern Warfare 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when that's ever going to happen.
You don't know when it's going to happen, but it is going to happen, right?
Hopefully. I'm hoping it does.
Oh, last time that we had kind of talked about it, it was a little bit sketchy, a little bit unsure how things were going to go.
Well, apparently he's gotten better, which is good, according to
That's
our friend God.
Okay, I have not collected very much wool. You know what? It's a good thing I didn't play any Minecraft for 2 weeks, because I would have AFK'd at this wool farm, but the wool farms are out of shears. So I would have been like AFKing here for no reason. No wool would have gotten
Nah,
harvested.
you're just chilling with the sheep, trying to build up
Just
your
chilling
sheep
with
tolerance.
the sheep. Chilling with the sheep, and I am trying to solve stream problems. Alert emote wall. Does that mean if I get an alert not go through either. We test out. What did I just didn't mark Streamlabs? I know what I'm doing, but oh yeah, no, I have it.
Wait, didn't you see Streamlab? I stopped using Streamlabs.
Well, I didn't know any other options. Even though
What about Stream Elements?
Maybe I'll switch to Stream Elements.
I mean, I might swap out Pixel Chat, apparently that has some sort of delay.
How do I just go to? How do I just go to my widget? Account settings? No. That's. I know there's somewhere in here that I can test things. What if I do this? Are you able to hear that on stream?
I don't know. Can you hear that? Take that.
I think that might be busy. See, I heard it. Let me...
Hold on. Try now.
Yeah, I don't see anything coming through my...
No, God, I hate hearing my voice. Ugh.
I wonder if there's a way to set up my desktop audio to ignore certain things. Not pick up. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do it by speakers. Have it pick up from a different. Oh, I don't know. This is all over my pay grade. Sound alert. Source specifically for sound alerts. So what that does, sound alert source will play the sound over my speakers, therefore my headphones, where it gets picked up by desktop audio and put into stream. But there's got to be a way. Got to be another way. Maybe I do it by desktop volume mixer. I select out. Back newsman was asking questions about life now eating. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to. Wait. OBS browser page output device. Can I change OBS browser page output? OBS browser page output. If I make this these, my speakers, my Razer. Now it's coming over speakers, my Razer speakers, but it's the only thing. If I change my desktop audio to monitor my Razer speaker instead of my headphone. Okay. Now desktop audio is not picking up the music, but it is picking up anything that comes over my Razer speakers. Now if I do this, okay, I don't hear that in my headphones. I do hear it lightly over my speakers, and it should have been picked up by stream. Were you guys able to hear that?
You
did hear it?
No, I'm some human reader.
Oh.
Cool. I don't want to hear my voice.
It worked. I'm a genius! I'm a genius!
That's a clip moment.
I'm so happy I figured it out. Oh my god. Wait, so now I can do, that means I can do this. I can do this, and you guys can hear it. Fucking disgusting, you know that? Although it was still doubled. Still doubled for some. I don't know why it's doing that. Fucking disgusting, you know that? Hear it but doubled. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. Try playing another one. Yeet.
You know, I still wait for someone to play him. I still wait for the day to someone play my love music song from Bits.
Yeah. I think my sound alerts are set to free right now since I'm not affiliate. I can't charge money or points or anything for them.
I think you need to be affiliate just to use that stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's on there, and I think Sorrow Fox has played a sound before, so it's there. I just can't charge anything for it. It's got to be not even channel points. I can't even use channel points for any sound alerts because I don't have channel points. But when I do, thinking about naming them moats. Moats.
Oh, mine is
M-O-T.
ah crap! I remembered something now. I got to my channel point theme name.
Oh yeah. What are your channel points?
They're still called abyssal shards.
Abyssal shards.
But I need to change. But I need to change it now to something else.
Why?
I'm no longer within of the abyss.
Oh yeah, that's true.
From the lore change.
What should they be? Do you have any in mind, or you just?
Well, they're still shards. I mean, they're like dark crystals.
Yeah. Shards.
They could be Twilight shards.
Twilight shards.
Can't call them void shards from out of the void. I thought I freaking had I have a clear idea of them.
These sheep are terrifying. Hydrate. Hydrate before you dihydrate. I think I'm actually going to
My water's too cold. It's too warm. This.
switch. Because when I look over here, everything, then it looks like I'm looking and talking at no one. Ah,
That works.
fuck. I'm getting a lot of work done while AFKing this. Wait, where is Twitch? Oh, it's locked. Wait. There. Lock it again. Lock V2.
Wait,
Lock the game window.
Do trees have accelerated growth value in this server?
Do they have what?
Does trees have an accelerated growth value?
No, they do not. You waiting for trees to grow?
Companies and trees.
Yep, regular growth. Imagine that False just posted a video. I got a disc.
Oh, mine hasn't popped yet.
Problem, I don't want streamer mode on, but also I kind of need streamer mode on. Terrible. Okay. This is not nearly enough wool. Maybe I should have AFK'd. I got a bunch of white wool at least.
It's never enough for wool.
It's never enough.
It's like you when you put your Christmas tree up, you think you have enough ornaments, but you don't have enough ornaments.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, I'm still on. I'm just going to fly back. The things VTubers say office building is almost complete. Maybe it is complete. Just working on the basement and stuff now. I'm not sure. Wait. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, my stream's not picking up this music, right? So they can't even hear this music? No, it is. It's very soft, but just turn it. I am here and I have brought the wool.
Okay. So much freaking grass. Holy crap.
One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll just okay. I'm about to yeet these shulkers into the abyss. Different abyss. I wouldn't pollute your abyss. Well,
What a bit.
former abyss.
Oh, talking to the void. Nothing lives. Nothing's there. Is it bad emptiness of space?
Doing this because I've cheated too many shulkers. Now I'm gonna do this because why not? I'm tired of waiting on.
Maybe one day I
Oh
shall
look,
learn how.
I found one of your cousins. Your oceanic cousins. It's a squid.
Dude.
It's a squid.
Sally, how are you? Oh, so also when I got my game today, you guys sent me a book he wrote.
What happened?
So when I got my game today, the guy who I bought it from also sent me a copy of his book he wrote.
Interesting.
I'm like, well, that's cool of him.
Yeah.
Really? You can't wait till later? You have to eat now? Really?
Oh, did you do this? You did this this third strip up the side, huh?
Yep.
Nice, nice. Back to placing wool, placing wool.
Why is this guy taking a bath? I was taking a sun bath.
Squid taking a bath?
He's taking a sun bath.
Oh, okay, okay. Is he unaliving himself?
Probably.
They're really good about that. Interesting, interesting pathfinding. I think they can go up on it. They also, so I don't know if you've seen it before, but like sometimes squids in Minecraft are glitched and they're like, they look like they're flying. They just keep like floating up in the air. Because so bubble elevators, when you put soul sand under the water and it makes a bubble elevator. Squids, for whatever reason, are the only aquatic mob in the game that when they go in a bubble elevator, they start going up, but the code doesn't realize that they're going up. It's so fucking janky, and it's been in the game literally for like 10 years. And they've just never fixed it. But essentially
Like,
it makes the squid like overshoot. So the game knows that the squid should be going up in the bubble elevator, but it doesn't. But the squid doesn't know that it should be going up or something like that. I don't know. So it just like rises up out of the water and just like keeps rising up into the air and then teleporting back down into the water where it's supposed to be. And it just like keeps doing that over and over.
this game must have some serious spaghetti code.
There's an awful lot of bugs that are just still in the game that have been there for.
They're not bugs, they're features.
Yeah. Oh, you're down there. I looked down at my map as I was working up here and I see a block starting to get filled in. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting till the trees start growing and chop them all down.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to make it some sort of bridge to the house to here. So I'm not constantly swimming.
You don't have your elytra? You can't fly?
Yeah, but with the fun of that.
Hey, Sarah,
Hey,
how
Sarah.
you doing? Come in here with Pika, reminding me of the bad news. And
Because my girlfriend, I like her boing boing.
I tweeted it last night. I felt like I should.
Yeah, I feel bad. I never watched Peekaboo. It's like,
I watched her occasionally.
but if I wasn't a VTuber, I'd probably be watching VTubers more. And I feel bad for not watching VTubers. It's such a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember to watch Vivi much.
Which VV?
Vivi-chan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all VVs are good VVs. I like VV-chan as well, yes. The riot.
Someone who has no money. Someone who has no money, Sorrow.
What's
Oh, what the hell, dude? Really? It's one freaking night. I can't say for 1 minute. Oh, it's you.
It's me. What's a VTuber? It's a VTuber is a bag of cringe wrapped in a ribbon of terrible luck and accidental lewd comments.
While you're dying, I will be right back.
I remember when you were like that. That was cool. Kind of cringe though. Being a VTuber is very, very cringe. I was reminded there was a Twitter post the other day. I can't remember what the context was or what the post was, but it essentially reminded me that like the majority of like the normie world either doesn't know about VTubers, or if they are, they generally just don't like VTubers. Not like every person, of course, but like the general consensus from the normies is that VTubers are fucking weird. And so when I was reminded of that, I like messaged my brother, who I've talked to about this before. He knows that I'm into VTubers, and he's a weeb. Like, he watches anime and plays video games and shit. But he's told me, he's like, I just don't understand VTubers. And I'm like, what don't you understand? And he's like, why don't they just show their face? Like, why don't they just face cam when they stream? I'm like some people want their anonymity. Some people want to be an anime character. Like, it's fun. Anyway, so when I was reminded of this, I messaged him and I was like, you know, I often forget that people from outside the VTuber community think VTubers are fucking weird. And he's like, they are weird. And then we got in this whole discussion. Not so much an argument, but he was trying to explain to me why people think VTubers are weird.
Wait,
why they're weirded out by it.
What I miss now?
I was explaining that I saw a post on Twitter just the other day that like reminded me that like normies kind of think that VTubers are weird. like they're weirded out by VTubers. Not all of them, but like a lot of them are. And my brother is like a great example. He's definitely a weeb. He plays video games, he watches anime, all that shit. But me and him have had conversations before where he's like, I just don't understand VTubers. And I've tried explaining it to him, and he's basically like, well, why don't VTubers just stream with a camera on? It seems a lot easier. But so after I saw this post that was like reminding me of what normies think about VTubers, I messaged him and was like, I was just reminded that like a lot of you normies out there hate VTubers. And he was trying to explain to me again like why it is that so many people from outside of the VTuber community just don't get VTubers. And your conversation.
It's an easy answer. Because we want to have, we don't want to show our real life faces to people we don't know.
Yeah. But he like some of the things that he expressed just made me realize I'm like it would literally take like multiple hours long discussion to like untrain his brain. So like he accepts that he might be wrong, but essentially he's kind of middle of the road, and so he's kind of arbitrating the normie's opinion. And he's like, there are normies out there who wonder if VTubers are like delusional, if they think that the character, like their VTuber character, is them, if it's like a fursona, or if it's like an identity thing where it's like, no, that's me, like I am that character. And it's like
it's role playing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told to him. I was like, it's way more like making a TTRPG character. You become that character while you're playing the game, you know? You act as it's acting, it's improv, you know?
If I want to say one thing, we have two models. It could represent, to me, it does represent me being a Gemini.
Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm like that's an unfortunate opinion, because the idea that some people think that VTubers are like delusional is an unfortunate opinion, because in my experience I haven't met a VTuber who is like, no, I am this character, that is me.
No, like, that really seems psychiatric help.
Yeah, it's like,
you are your character, but you're not your character.
It can be you in the sense of like, you stream and you're not putting on an act, you're not doing a personality. Like me, I stream and this is just me, this is just the human being, it's just the face that I put out there is this little gremlin. So like that, in that case, it's like, yes, this is me. But like this little gremlin guy, this is a little gremlin VTuber thing. And yeah, I want one that like is of my design, is of my imagination, but that doesn't mean that it is me, the human being sitting in front of my computer.
You know, time I actually act in character per se is if someone redeems 10,000 channel points, so I turn to my true form.
Jesse, we need Jesse to get on that.
Nah, he's hoarding his points so I can sing.
He is, isn't he? He's saving. Did you tell him tier 3 subs earn more points?
He should know that from Einhanda. He should know that from Einhanda. He should know that. However, he's at 10 months now. 10 months. Oh my god, I gotta check my damn badge list for that. Might have updated after 10 months. I'm not thinking 10 months. I would never expect that to actually happen.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to come up with some badges and stuff.
Yeah, badges. I don't think I have up to 10 months.
You do have up to 10 months. Yeah, when Den just got affiliate the other day, I went and subscribed to him. You know, he's a friend and everything, co-mod and good guy and everything. And part of me is like, I look forward to the day when I can you know, redeem a thing for like him that's like, Akafox has been subscribed for 12 months or something like that. It's like, damn. You know?
I want to talk to more people, but financially I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't have disposable money anymore because of inflation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So Evan Frito is now like almost $5.
Mm-hmm.
a bag of Fritos. That's
Out of
not
control, man.
right. It is.
Yeah, I actually just today I paused like all of my subscriptions. But that's just because I say all of my subscriptions. I subscribe to the TVS Crew, Den, Divi, I don't know. I don't think I'm currently subscribed to like Chicado and Midori, but I have
On
been.
to Chicado. I have to cancel a sub to Chicado. So I don't
Uh,
want to, but at the same time, like people I auto sub forever is TVS and my mom's.
oh, your mom streams?
My model mama.
Oh, yeah. That make. I look. It started to click in my head right after I said it. I was like, wait, but it didn't click all the way. The gears were turning, but they didn't turn all the way over yet.
But fortunately, my ring mama hasn't streamed in forever, so I wouldn't cancel hers.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I paused. I mean, technically canceled, but like I'm gonna resubscribe. But I paused, but it's just to save a little bit extra for WeebCon. Because I'm like, okay, if I don't subscribe to any of this stuff, and if I pause my Crunchyroll subscription and my Hulu subscription, my YouTube Premium subscription, I save like 70 or 80 bucks. I'm like, that's a decent haul of souvenirs at WeebCon, 70 or 80 bucks extra in my pocket.
Oh yeah, I still need to get my my convention pass for my friend's gaming convention over here. It's in April.
Nice, nice. It's convention season. I'm
Yeah,
so
you're signing up
excited.
I'm hoping to find a Pathfinder game though for the
Oh
convention.
yeah.
I'm hoping to.
At some point, I really do want to run some Pathfinder. Probably stream it using Roll20. It's just I've run games on Roll20, and they're certainly fun, but they can take a lot of preparation, loading in the maps and all the images for the NPCs and everything. And then also, if you have new players, here's the thing. So like, I've run a game on Roll20 with people with like half the party was completely new to TTRPGs and also completely new to Roll20. So not only are they having to learn how to do a TTRPG, but also how to operate the website. And it's like that took like probably 12 to 15 hours. Also, we were getting sidetracked, but it took like 12 to 15 hours worth of sessions over the course of like a month before we could even start. And even then, none of them had the books or anything. So it was very tedious to get characters made and everything.
I still need to pick up the GM book. Oh yeah, it's about that sorrow. It's for my true redeem form points.
Tailspire. I am writing that down right now. Is that another
Tailspin?
Tailspire? Sorrow Fox says. I'm gonna look into that. Have you used Roll20, and if so, how does it compare? Is there a reason that you use Tailspire? Sell me on it. Give me a pitch. Yeah, I guess in the end, really, it's just like I just really want to run an in-person campaign again.
I'm gonna turn in before the monsters attack me.
Oh yeah.
I don't trust this damn game.
I miss running campaigns in person with people who at least have a little. I also do like playing with new people, but playing with new people online is like, so stressful. So it's like I want to run a IRL campaign. I would like to run campaigns online with friends. I would also like to run campaigns with people who are new and like teach them and introduce them and have a good time with it. We'll see.
The
I
problem I have with roll.
So I have Paizo did these free RPG Day campaigns back starting like 2014 or something like that. And they would put out these little one-shot adventure modules, these like 14-page little booklets for free. And it's called Weeby Goblins. And there's 5 of them. There's 5 of them. They put them out like once a year. and I have all 5 of them, and I've scanned in almost everything that I need to run the first 3 Weeby Goblins. And that might be the way to go, because there's no character creation. There's 4 pre-made goblins to pick from, and then you know, it's got all the battle maps and everything. But he makes link to Hero Forge, huh? Okay. Interesting. I'm definitely gonna look. If it operates essentially like Roll20, if it can do everything Roll20 can plus linked to Hero Forge, then I'm suddenly finding myself very excited about running an online campaign.
Wait, Hero Forge isn't the manager making company Hero Forge?
I believe that's a
I actually kickback that thing when it first made that thing.
Mm-hmm. Twilight says that he needs 80k more points for you to sing. Or Sorrow. Sorrow needs 80k more points for Twilight to sing. Is that what I said, or did I get that's backwards?
I don't know why you and doesn't want to hear me sing. This is not a voice I can sing. Maybe if I could speak in Spanish, I could sing.
Sing!
Hell no.
Tailspire is free, though, sadly. That's probably why it has a higher quality.
If I sing, it's gonna be during the open mic event.
Hell yeah, you should do it, man. You should do it. I can't sing either, man, so I know your pain. You should, Sorrow, you should also sing for open mic
But
night.
the thing is, though, I don't do karaoke. I do sing along.
I for Cody's birthday thing, I was there, and I was like, so when he first announced he was doing karaoke, I had planned to sing, and I knew what song I was gonna sing. I was gonna sing Suisei Hoshimachi Ghost, since Cody is a big Suisei fan, and also, I mean, I am too. Like, Suisei is great. And that's a song that I can actually sing, even though it's sung by a female. It's in a register that's very doable by males. Oh, then when we were there, it's like Rainey was there, and Rat, and like Cody's friends, and I was like, I was like, I am not, like, I felt so out of place. I had imposter syndrome so bad, so I just like quietly like was just a person in the background. But as the night went on, I started to get like more bold, and eventually I did end up singing, and I was singing along with everybody. I had to break down that nervousness.
My voice should be considered as a biological weapon.
I mean, that fits with the lore, right?
I mean, yeah, it does. Technically, lore why I'd be going insane. So, yeah, but I'm like, it's like, I just think for lore purposes, but at the same time, I don't want to sing because here's the thing. If you're not, only people who should sing are people who are naturally good or who are trained. If you cannot sing, don't sing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty black and white with that issue.
Sorrow, what about this weekend's open mic night? It's during the morning North American times. We did that for EU bros and Asian time zone bros too. And oh, you're working, man. Just tell them you quit. Tell them you quit. There's a really important online community open mic night that you really need to sing for, so you quit. That's a responsible.
Ooh,
responsible.
That's painful.
This is taking a lot of wool. Also, I am suddenly worried about lightning strikes.
Why?
Because that's a thing in Minecraft now, and actually, like, with a recent update, they like kind of amped up lightning strikes a little bit more. If it strikes this wool, it will burn. But I do know.
Can we put like magnetic poles that check lightning?
Yeah, they do. They did have, after they added lightning rods, that's when they amped up the lightning hazard, because it's like, oh well, now there's a defense against it, so we can make it more violent or more problematic. Like, before it's like lightning strikes existed, but they didn't want it to cause too much damage to people's builds and stuff, so it didn't really start fires. Or if it did, they weren't like that aggressive. They would get put out pretty quick. But once they added lightning rods, then they were like, oh, now we can make lightning fucking destroy shit.
Oh, that reminds me. So, bringing up another server, I put up bamboo. I left it alone. I come back, my whole area had a bamboo infestation. Like it was like bad.
Yeah.
All my animals were dead. I tried chopping it. It kept growing back fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the problem. I didn't properly seal my fishing pond.
What do you mean?
So because my fishing pond had one touch of grass block touching it, it spread through the whole lawn.
Ah,
So the bamboo
just like took off.
Yep. I mean, what the fuck happened here?
Sorry, fire spread is on for the server, yeah. Some people have mentioned that I should just like turn. I want it to stay like as vanilla and as unmodified as possible.
Yeah, you're using mods. Hypocrites.
my mods that I'm using are servers or client side rather. They don't affect the server at all. It's just visual stuff.
We have rapid leaf degradation.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, there's just a couple of quality of life. There's the leaf decay. There's the sleeping mod where not everybody on the server, because so if it was unmodded, whenever we wanted night to pass, every single person currently on the server would have to go to sleep all at the same time.
That's just stupid.
Yeah. So instead we have a mod that makes it so only 33% need to be sleeping. And then we do have the gravestones mod. People were tired of dying and losing their shit. So the options were like, I could have done keep inventory, where even after you die, you just keep all your stuff on you and you respawn, or gravestones. So at least you have to go back to where you died. You at least have to walk back, but your stuff won't despawn. It'll just always be there.
I don't have a mini map.
I felt like that was
I don't have a mini map add-on at the moment.
Yeah, my mini map is a client side one that I was really reluctant because I wanted to just stick to like a very vanilla experience, but it is super nice having a mini map.
I do mini map.
And really, they should just add a mini map to my. Should just be a thing.
I want me to hint it option in this fucking game in Bedrock. Why do we have that? My brain is going, this is messed up. Why am I wielding my sword in my right hand? This is not, this feels weird.
Yeah. Sorrow, but Zero's minimap is a client-side mod, so couldn't you just have it and turn it on and they'd never know? Or do they have something for detecting client-side mods, disabling them? I was a little bit like that in the beginning.
No, that's pretty
just vanilla.
Wanting it
like just vanilla, but then time's gone on, I've lightened up.
That's like saying I don't play World of Warcraft vanilla or Final Fantasy 11 vanilla. No, you don't. You do not want to play Final Fantasy 11 vanilla ever again.
Yeah, it's more for me. It's like I want it. I'm okay with mods as long as they don't utterly gut the gaming experience, and as long as it's nothing that requires a client-side mod, because I want the server to be like really accessible and easy to get on. Because we have like 400 people whitelisted, so imagine if all of those 400 people that got whitelisted on the server, I had to like say, we're using this mod pack and you have to download this and this and this, and then people who haven't used mods before, they need help, they need explanation on how to do it and all that.
The only mod I want to
do it the
use
easiest way.
Is the 24th mod.
Yeah. It was just easier to try and keep a fairly vanilla experience. Plus, it was a nice change for me. I've been playing modded Minecraft for like 5 years or something now, 6 years now, very long time, like exclusively modded if I did play, which is certainly fun. There's some fantastic mods out there, but it's been nice getting back to vanilla. Learned a lot about Minecraft that I was just like overlooking since I'd been doing modded for so long, like bee mechanics, science. Didn't really
Oh,
know
that
much
remind
about
me.
bees.
I should try using reshape for this game if that actually works.
Also like the V. Does that mean if I give you a VIP, you'll like me too? Is that how it works? You can be bought with VIP badge. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, I only have 2 VIP badges in my server.
Yeah.
That's it.
At some point, if I keep doing this and have any sort of growth, I'm going to have to, well, not have to, I'm going to VIP people and I will have to get like a mod or two.
I stopped worrying about growth and becoming big name.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm still not at a point where I'm like trying to get big. I'm still at a point where I'm using this for like a change of pace from what had become my day to day and just like something to do. Like making shorts, posting shorts, and seeing how they perform is like a really fantastic distraction. And then streaming as well, preparing for streaming and learning about OBS and the stuff has been like a really nice change of pace from what had become a very, very rote, mundane life.
Fuck you, drown.
I do notice that when I asked if Sorrow can be bought via VIP badge, they laughed, but did not deny it. Didn't say no.
So he can be bought. Anyone can be bought with the right price.
Yeah.
Take that. It's just easy to be bought. Just give him a bag of McDonald's. Boom, done.
Everyone has a price. Where am I?
If we had like infinite breathing mod, we can swim underwater and not drown.
I do. By the way, Sorrow, is the music loud enough? Too loud? I always worry, especially when I'm messing with audio settings, if I fucked something up. You know, I was thinking once we got to the middle, we were gonna have to like start laying out the actual thing of what this is. But then I realized like we could actually just do this checkerboard all the way and then do the art on top of this. And it same effect. It might take like slightly long.
Get the base out of the way first.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be easier because then we can kind of edit the artwork that's on top of this without like destroying the floor. Just have the checkerboard as the entire floor and the art on top. Music is perfect. Super low and barely audible. Okay. It's gonna be like it's not supposed to be super low, but like if you say it's perfect, I'll take your word that it's perfect.
I'm just entering Odyssey music on my side.
I guess you didn't say inaudible. You said barely audible, which is, yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, barely audible. There. People can hear you. Perfect. Okay, good, good, good.
Along
I just
with
hope
my
I hope it's not so quiet that it's weird when I sing along to whatever song is playing, though. Like if I'm singing or humming along, sound like I'm humming along to nothing. I hear a drown. It's a baby drown. Look at him. Oh, adorable. Come here. Oh, he's so cute. Look at this little guy. Hey, little guy. Eh. Got him. Nothing good there.
Yeah, how do I equip my mount to my offhand?
Turn it up a single notch. A single Minecraft notch. There. That was a single notch. Notch. Last I remember, Notch is a very wide man, so that's a notch would be a large amount, I believe.
Yeah, okay. How do I equip my mount to my offhand?
In your inventory,
Yeah.
by your little character, there's a little box on the bottom right. That's your offhand. So if you put the map, yeah, if you put the map there, I'm getting a lot of drown spawning.
Someone else, this looks weird on their side. If I was streaming, this looks weird to them. So we're like right now we're in an actual inversion.
What was that?
We're holding ourselves inverted. Actually, it's kind of funny. You're holding your map in your left hand. I'm holding my map in my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, wool generator.
Yeah, it's a good thing I noticed that the shears were broken in the wool farm. Otherwise, I would have been waiting there for, probably an hour and gotten 0 wool. This would have been an entirely wasted collab day.
Not really. I got some stuff done. It would be a
Yeah.
total waste.
Yeah, yeah. Hydrate, gotta hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I was talking about this in voice chat the other night. I made a change to when I publish shorts. So I was thinking back to something that I remember Pumpkin Potion saying, which is that if you're gonna like change something up with your content, you make like just one change and then you let it ride for like 2 or 3 weeks. See, because there'll be like fluctuations in numbers and stuff, and you want to get a sense for like how is this actually affecting things. So rather than scheduling my shorts for rather than scheduling them for 5 a.m. my time, I scheduled them for 6 a.m. my time. Immediately I'm getting half the number of views. Like immediate. In fact, the first short that I released at 6 a.m. went like half the day and only had like 10 views or 10 to 20 views or something. And I'm not like obsessed. I'm not making money on shorts or anything. I mean, even if I could make money on shorts, it's not very much money. I'm not worried about it like that. But I was just like, oh shit. And then I kind of understood why her advice was after you make a change to just like sit on it for a couple of weeks. Because after that first day, I was like, I should switch back. It's been this is the coming up on the end of the first week of releasing shorts at 6 a.m. and it's been very bad. My numbers have been half.
You didn't even have shorts, little clips.
Yeah. See, that's
So I've learned how to make shorts.
it's tedious. Like it's tedious and time consuming, but that's been my favorite part about streaming. Because typically I make shorts out of the things that make me laugh. So like while I'm working on it, I'm sitting there grinning like a madman.
How do we know how to freaking use?
There's actually a short that I have scheduled for this week that or actually I think it'll be this weekend that it comes out, maybe Saturday or Sunday. And like I was telling some of the guys in voice chat as I was working on it, I was like, objectively speaking, this is probably a shit short. Like this is not funny. This is not going to do well, but it makes me laugh. And that's kind of why I'm doing this, is for my own entertainment.
So that matters.
Yeah. I was like, this shit makes me giggle like a motherfucker, so I'm gonna post it. I do look forward to seeing how it does though. Like I said, it makes me laugh, so. But objectively speaking, it's fucking dumb.
Sometimes it's dumb stuff that's the most hilarious.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need crude, funny humor. Nothing complex or complicated.
Mm-hmm. The synopsis of the short, the gist of it is I was learning how to do in Minecraft, I was learning how to do the portal technique that like speedrunners do. You just use like a lava bucket or a water bucket and like build a portal like super fast. I was like learning that, and I've been learning that for like a while. And it was kind of far, and it was like 2 hours into my stream, and I'm doing all this, and I just keep seeing like bits of fire, like fire particles, just like keep raining down on me as I'm like concentrating on trying to figure out this portal. And eventually, I look over, and there's just a tree next to where I'm building a portal, and it's just like burning to the fucking ground, like just fully ablaze for no reason, just like completely engulfed in flames. And for whatever reason, it was just the stupidest, silly. Like I just started laughing. I was just like, "This fucking tree, dude." And then I just like went back to what I was doing, and I don't know why. I think I was like tired from streaming and from working on this thing, and it made me laugh so much. I'm like, I'm gonna make a short out of this. Nobody will get it, but it makes me laugh.
Yeah. So since my stream got cut in two because of error I made on my side, I wonder how I'm supposed to merge those two files together. If I can't do that.
I had a stream that got split as well. I downloaded both parts and like connected them. Yeah, made one VOD out of it. But then I don't think there's a way to like re-upload that to Twitch. I just never ended up uploading.
Let me upload it to YouTube. Now I figure out how to make a YouTube thumbnail just for my special events page. Like, how the hell did I pull that off? Like, what do I use for artwork?
What all did you play today? I saw when you were playing Super Mario 64 and I can't remember the other game that I saw you play.
I was playing Mario. I was playing Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Animal Crossing.
That's what I saw. I saw a bit of Animal Crossing towards the end, and then you switched to Mario.
Yeah, Jesse wasn't in Animal Crossing.
What were you doing in Animal Crossing? Just showing off your world, or?
I was cleaning up the island. I've been playing. I haven't played the game in 5 months.
Yeah. I haven't been on my Animal Crossing in like a year and a half.
Oh, go gods.
Yeah.
All those weeds, all those cockroaches in your home. Oh,
Yeah. Look, if I get an Elgato and can stream it, then I'll probably play. It was fun in like 2020, you know, like being locked down and not locked down, but being like like
locked in.
locked in. Yeah, stir crazy. What's the word for it?
Cabin fever.
Cabin fever. Yeah, quarantine. Quarantine. That's the word. Um, is that the word? What did they call it? Yeah, they call it quarantine, right?
Quarantine, lockdown, whatever works.
Yeah. Um, is that the word that they were using back then with COVID? Quarantining. Yeah, like this sounds so extreme now. It sounds so extreme to use the word quarantine, but it was like that bad, I guess.
At least our husband were being melted shut.
Yeah, yeah. That's what. When I say quarantine, I picture like houses being like boarded up and like bags put over houses, like biological warfare, like zombie apocalypse stuff, which I guess it kind of was.
Is it me or did New Leaf had more content than New Horizon? It just seemed like it had more content.
Yeah.
Like there were more fruits,
yeah.
more citizens.
Yeah. I at first didn't really like the island like aesthetic either. I didn't like the idea that like your village was on like an island. But yeah, I played it a lot then. I mean, a lot of people played it a lot then, but I was just one of the masses playing Animal Crossing. And then it's not like since COVID ended, it's not like I'm like getting out and hanging out with friends much or anything, but it just hasn't felt like the game to play, you know? And then like I imagine now, like what if when we end this stream, I'm like picturing myself like, do I pick up my Switch and then just boot up Animal Crossing and sit quietly on my couch and play Animal Crossing all alone? Like, no, I don't want to do that.
I hope I might just either read my Kindle, which I should have done more often, but I haven't this whole week.
I need to talking with you about reading reminds me like I need to get.
Oh yeah, continue to DM me that book for Pathfinder.
I'm gonna grab it again. I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time we collabed. I'm gonna run over there. I'm gonna make death sounds, and I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna bring it over here, and I'm gonna DM you the name of it right now.
Do it now. Do it now.
Okay. Deja vu. I just been in this place before.
So I actually read the prologue to Dragon Riders of Pern. And I'm like, I like the prologue already. Shit.
The prologue to what?
Dragon Riders of Pern.
Oh yeah. I quite like Pern. It does depend on. I think I can't remember who it was in the Discord, but somebody was mentioning that they started with it, but I wanted to ask them, like, did they start with First Fall? Like, so if you start with what's chronologically like the first Pern book, it's like the books where like they come to this planet of Pern. Technically speaking, it's like sci-fi into fantasy. So there are starfaring peoples who come to Pern, but then they lose all their technology, and over the course of many hundreds of years or whatever, from then on they sort of like regress to like a fantasy setting with
I actually like that.
Yeah.
It's somewhat like
if you read that book first, it feels weird because it starts sci-fi and progressively gets. If you like it, that's great. But I do know that like a lot of people don't like that First Fall book as much as like Dragonflight.
I kind of do that just because of the fact that it brings it's world building, so I like that aspect of it. So like in Shannara, before the Shannara series, my God, my brain just farted. I hate having brain farts.
Mm-hmm.
The authors are like books way in the past in our time.
Mm-hmm.
That explains all the events that happened from modern society to the Great Pilgrimage before the world gets destroyed. Did I fuck that up? Did I fuck that up? I don't know. So I pretty much have most of the books physical, though I may finish getting the rest of the books in physical as well. 'Cause up to a point, I just went and bought the books digitally in Kindle.
Hmm.
But I don't like how it ended.
What, the prologue?
No, the finale, the series finale to Shannara.
Oh yeah.
It was
I still might read Shannara, so don't spoil it for me. I still might read it.
If you do, let me know. I'll give you the chronological order of the list.
Okay.
Like early, way before Shannara kicks in.
I actually just got jump scared by this drown. kind of bad. I didn't make any noise, but like my fucking heart stopped for a second. That was terrifying. Anyway. Yeah. It's one that's certainly been on my radar for time. Honestly, the Sword of Truth series as well, but I can't remember. Somebody was mentioning that it's...
Didn't say that was a bad series.
Somebody did, yeah. Somebody was like aggressive that it was hot garbage, and I'm like, okay, I'll take your guys' word for it. That's a strong disrecommendation.
Sound like when they're trying to televise Shannara. That was hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's like,
Have you?
I could tell.
Have you? I was gonna ask. Have you ever read the Jim Butcher books, the Dresden Files books?
I have the first book, but I haven't actually fully read it.
Those are pretty good. They certainly, so like he was like evolving as a writer as he wrote them. So the earlier books obviously are not as good as the later ones, but the later ones are so good that I would say the whole series is definitely worth a read. And you can really feel the evolution of Jim Butcher as a writer as he goes, like especially between the first book and the second book. But yeah, if you like read the whole series and then go back and start back over, it's like, oh man, this guy came a long way as a writer. Sorrow, a big fan of Jim Butcher. I have almost all of them. This other series that I'm forgetting is fantasy. Yeah,
I wanted to read Brandon
Sanderson. Yeah, Sanderson finished. Brandon Sanderson finished the Wheel of Time series when Robert Jordan passed away. Robert Jordan picked Sanderson specifically. It was like, this guy. I've read Sanderson's. Obviously, I read his finishing of the Wheel of Time. I've read his. What's the series called? There's a series where like people are like their powers are based on like metal alloys or something. Is it the Shadows series? I'm picturing like white books, like all white. No, that was a different author. That was like Assassins. But yeah, there was a Brandon Sanderson series where they're like alloys. Then Brandon Sanderson also wrote the... it's called... The books are Steelheart, Firefight, and something else. They're kind of a young adult novels, but they're like superheroes. They're like superhero novels, but they're really good. I'm not usually a big fan of superhero stuff, but they're really, really good. Sanderson's just actually a prolific writer, an absolute fucking prodigy. He writes a lot, and a lot of what he writes is good. Maybe not the greatest in the world good, but like always a good read. I've never been disappointed with the book that he's read.
But I'm still working on the Drizzt series.
Yeah. I haven't read a lot of Forgotten Realms books, which feels like blasphemy as a D&D.
I wish they had more Dark Sun books.
Is that it? That's in the Forgotten Realms?
No, it's in its...
That is a D&D setting, though, right?
It is, but it's not Forgotten Realm. It's in its own setting.
Yeah.
But it's the world that's problematic because of slavery.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, like
It's
as a
supposed to.
as a person who runs TTRPGs, like sometimes themes like that are something that you discuss with your party, and if they're okay with it and comfortable with it,
I mean,
a
the
theme
whole
like that
world.
a theme like that adds tension. It adds motivation to characters. It fleshes out the world, and it just shows you that like there is you know uh like a reason to fight.
So with the world of, was it Athens? Arthas? Let me double check to be sure I won't pronounce it right. I mean, the world of. So the so let me read straight from the Wikipedia. Darkhunt is an original D&D campaign setting set in the fictional post-apocalyptic desert world of Athens.
Mhm.
Dark Sun featured an innovative metaplot, influential artwork, dark themes, and a genre-bending take on traditional fantasy role-playing. The pilot began, blah 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 blah. Dark Sun deviated from the feudalistic backdrop of its Tolkien-esque pseudo-medieval contemporaries, such as Greyhawk or Forgotten Realms, in favor of a composite of dark fantasy, planetary romance, and the dying Earth subgenre. So I guess the
Mhm.
best comparison you can make is Conan the Barbarian.
I like that
Dark
convention.
Sun, des- Dark Sun designers presented a savage, magic-ravaged desert world where resources are scarce and survival is a daily struggle. The traditional fantasy races and characters classes were altered or omitted to better suit the setting's darker themes. Dark Sun differs from further in that the game has no deities. Arcane magic is revived for causing the planet's current ecological fragility, and psionics are extremely common.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, I think that it's kind of steampunkish.
No, not see, more like Conan the
Steampunk,
Barbarian.
just like wildness, wildness.
So pretty much, magic was abused so goddamn much it destroyed the actual ecological system.
Mhm.
When magic will cause decay the tree called magic, tree
Mhm.
dies.
I do like
It's
I do like a Conan the Barbarian as far as fantasy goes more than like traditional Tolkien-esque like elves and all of that.
for the genre, I love it because it's different than your typical Telesque world. I mean, the game is so savage. If you make an actual backstory and name, you made too much.
Yeah, gone too far. You've
Like,
invested too much into this character.
pretty much.
Hmm?
Like, I do not want to see Dark Sun come in a fifth edition because they're going to just destroy it and ruin it.
Yeah. On the subject of the Dresden Files, um, there's a TTRPG, Dresden Files. It uses the I can't remember the name of the system. It uses like a different system and basically just flavors it to make it files, but it works so fucking.
There is one series I do love. It's called Monster Hunter International. The premise pretty much is everything you learn about monsters, vampires, werewolves, etc., they're real. and people hunt them. And you can make a shit ton of money hunting them. But you can't talk about them because if you learn about them, government, you shut your fucking mouth. If you say a word, you will fucking die. Because if people find out that it's real, then they'll learn about the old ones. The old ones are real, and they don't want that to happen.
It's very similar in. Okay, well, Dresden Files had that mechanic in the beginning of the series. Really kind of focuses on this whole like magic and fey creatures and werewolves and vampires. They all exist, and there's like a special council of wizards who exist to try and make sure that like the public, they kind of like, they're kind of like the police and the investigators. They kind of try and make sure that that stuff doesn't get out. And also there's like factions and all this stuff. It kind of had that as well, that whole like, but the mundanes can't know about all of this. But I feel like as that series went on, it became less about that, because like the stakes were so much higher when you're just talking about like vampire wars and werewolf wars. And there's still a little bit of like while all this is going on, we can't let the outside world know, but it really kind of took a back seat to the awesomeness.
Funny part is, so in that Metro Hunter, gnomes are gangsters, elves are hillbillies.
And that's in Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Interesting. I like that. Yeah, the undead T-Rex. See, and then if I remember correctly, okay, so in the Dresden Files TTRPG, you would, if you were like a wizard, if you were like doing magic, I hope I'm remembering this correctly. So you would essentially want, you could cast spells and do shit, but you would essentially want to explain like what the mundane people would, or you would want to come up with a clever way to cast your magic in a way that wouldn't raise suspicion, or that might have been like a homebrew rule. But it made for a really nice mechanic. So like, yeah, if you want to unleash a giant fireball, that's great. That'll do a lot of damage. But like the thing to balance is how much are people going to notice you summoning a giant fireball? So instead, if you're like, okay, I'm going to cast a giant fireball, but what I want it to appear as is that car up the street just exploded. And it's like, yes, there'd be a little bit of suspicion because people are like, holy shit, that car just spontaneously combusted. But they're not going to be like, holy shit, a fireball just shot down the road. That was a really nice mechanic. The how do you disguise your magic, or how do you disguise your supernatural ability?
There was the book I want to read called the Iron Druid Chronicles.
That sounds familiar.
I read the first book. A lot of
about a T-Rex ready to have the city. Yeah, the Sarah was mentioning something that happens in like the early middle part of the Dresden Files series, where does Harry awaken it? Somebody awakens. So they're at like an archaeology museum. There's a necromancer, and either the necromancer awakens it or somehow Harry awakens it. I can't remember, but since they're a necromancer, they wake up the skeleton of a T-Rex, and it's now a zombie T-Rex, magically animated zombie T-Rex that at one point Dresden is riding down the streets of Chicago.
Oh, yeah, just in Chicago. I forget about that.
I like all of the nuances. I love Murphy. Murphy's a great. There's a lot of just great characters in there. Ivy, or wait, not Ivy. Yeah, Ivy. Archive. Yeah, okay, yeah. Harry calls her Ivy because she's the archive, and he's like Archive Ivy. Yeah. She's a great character. She's a I don't know, magical construct that is the embodiment of all human knowledge contained in one person, but it's like a magical construct that's passed through like the mother's line. And so when the mom dies, the child suddenly inherits all of humans' knowledge all at once. Like everything that any human has ever known.
Would you go insane from that?
It like essentially breaks them. So like, I mean, they're not like insane, but they're essentially like, so in this case, Ivy inherits it when she's too young. But she's still just a kid, and her mom passes away. I can't remember how, but her mom gets killed or something, and so Ivy is like a like an 11-year-old kid or something, literally gets hit with the blunt force of all of human knowledge all at once, and it basically makes her pretty robotic. Like she's portrayed as being pretty like emotionless because she knows everything. She knows everything that any human being has ever known. So she's pretty emotionless, doesn't seem to have a sense of humor, seems pretty cold, and like doesn't really give a fuck about human life, that sort of thing. But it makes her a great character, dude. Really cool character. That also means that like, since she knows everything that any human has ever known, she can cast any spell that has ever existed.
Especially if you cast Ultima.
Yeah, like the problem is that like she like burns out really quick when she uses a lot of magic, but like yeah, there's scenes where Harry's witnessing her using like large amounts of her magic to defend herself, and he's describing her as like weaving like 10 to 12 different spells together, any one of which would be beyond his capacity to cast, but she's like handling 10 of them at once, and literally just like it's so cool. It's
Wait,
so
how are they
fucking cool.
casting magic? It's like, how are they casting magic? Because I don't imagine unless Aether actually exists in the world, they just hide the fact that Aether exists.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've read it, but if I remember right, the Dresden Files version of magic is an inner well. It's a power that is inside of people. I don't think that it's like energy that's in the air. I think it's generated inside of the magic user's body, and then you like exhaust it. So it's more like a mana pool. If I remember correctly. All that I know is that when somebody uses a lot of magic, they'll like pass out. Like they can use so much that they just pass out from exhaustion. So I don't think they're drawing it from the air, but I could be mistaken. It's been some years. There's also an awful lot of creatures that just have innate magic. So there's like fey creatures and stuff that like magic is just part of their DNA, so they can just do whatever they want and they never get tired.
Imagine if magic is imagine if magic. Yeah, I can't talk. Imagine if magic existed in the real world.
Man, you're describing most of my life, most of my desires for most of my life. I was literally that kid in like middle school who would occasionally just set my pencil down on my desk and try and stare at it and try and move it telepathically. Not because I thought that I could, I knew that I couldn't, but on the off chance that maybe some telepathic powers like woke up overnight, I just needed to test just to see, and then I'd be like, nope, still not telepathic. Or, you know, telepathic or magic, you know, I just like occasionally just like try something, like maybe my magic powers woke up.
If only
Constantly disappointed because
mana.
I never got to use a wizard game as an example. I never got my Hogwarts letter.
You're a wizard, Aka.
I was never told that I was a wizard. After reading the Harry Potter books, I legitimately had this like irrational hope in the back of my head that magic was real and that I would get a letter someday. I knew that it was illogical, but like, man, I was just dreaming, man, you know, just fucking dreaming. Just like that I was hoping that one day some kind of telepathic power would wake up in me. So I had to test every now and then to see. It's like, how would you know? You wouldn't necessarily get a sign.
You could be, I mean, you could be sensitive and see the dead.
I have tried that as well. So I've read a lot of stories about people who have gone to haunted places and had paranormal encounters, and I've tried to seek out not specifically like I'm looking for a ghost. I just am like open to experiencing an experience, and the closest that I've gotten, I've had 3 times in my life where I've certainly felt some sense of unease, but never like seen anything or had any physical, like nothing moved across the room. I didn't hear a sound or anything. The one that most stands out is I was in my room once and I woke up in the middle of the night with this like feeling that I was being watched. And like I like looked around my room and it was so overwhelming that I was being watched that I like sat up and I looked around and I was like, who is in my room? and I kind of something just told me to like look in this corner of my room, and so I looked there, and something in my brain was screaming at me that's in that corner is what's looking at me. Whatever is looking at me is in that corner, and I kept staring at it, and there was nothing there. There's obviously nothing anywhere in my room. There was nothing in the corner, but my brain was going, there's something watching you from that corner. It was just overwhelming. And so I just stared at it for a long time, like I was like, I want to see something. I want to see it. I want to see it. And I never ended up, I didn't end up seeing anything. And after like 2 or 3 minutes, the sensation faded away. It literally just went away. And I was like, I suddenly felt alone in the room again. Like there wasn't anything watching me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It wasn't sleep paralysis.
I have had sleep paralysis as well as a separate thing. I woke up. That was my second encounter. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like looking at my alarm clock and it was like 2:30 in the morning or something. And then I tried to roll over and I couldn't roll over. And so like I like tried a few more times to roll over and I couldn't move. And then I just tried to move my right arm because I was going to just lift up with my right arm and roll over. And I couldn't move my right arm at all. And like pretty soon I started like shaking my head because I was like, holy fuck, I can't move. Like I thought I was fucking strapped to the bed or something. And so like I sat there and I like wiggled my head back and forth like a few times and it kind of made my body wiggle a little bit. And then suddenly like my whole body woke up, like suddenly I could move again all at once. And I was like, what the fuck? And that's when I actually like read about sleep paralysis and stuff and how, you know,
I have sleep paralysis so goddamn much. I get more pissed off and scared. I'm like, oh, again. Ugh. I'm so used to it.
See, because I'm like I like want a supernatural or paranormal encounter so bad. I was like, oh my god, is this what they're talking about with like sleep paralysis demons and, you know, a succubus or incubus? It wasn't like a sexual thing, but like the mythos of a succubus or an incubus is that they like paralyze you in your sleep and then like drain your sexual energy or whatever. You know, so I'm like, I like read about all sorts of different stuff and then come to find out there's a scientific explanation for sleep paralysis. And I was like, damn, man.
Okay, here's a question. It makes you wonder. If a succubus sucks your sexual energy and you're a virgin, are you still a virgin?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because you probably didn't physically have sex, but you might have climaxed. Depending on how good the succubus is, I guess. I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I would say, I guess it depends. So is virginity what is virginity? I guess is the question. Is it virginity is actually an actual lack of the physical experience of engaging of having a sexual encounter, or
definition wise, yes.
So I would say, yeah, I would say that if you got visited by a succubus, you would still be a virgin. You would be a virgin who would have experienced an orgasm. Although, wait, I guess you could jerk off, like, and you're still a virgin. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're solving the world's problems.
Yeah.
This
the things you talk about when you're making a thing in Minecraft.
These are the best conversations, though. These are the conversations that somebody needs to have. Look, if we don't Sorrow, if we don't figure it out here and now, who's gonna figure it out, huh? Who's gonna answer these questions? Are we gonna get Elon Musk to get a team of scientists to figure it out? No.
No. He would simp for a succubus.
For the succubus, he would, yeah. Elon Musk, this breaking news, Elon Musk spending $100 billion to try to create a succubus for him to simp over.
No. He needs that money and make monster girls.
That's true, yeah. Cat-eared girls. Kambo Mimi.
We need monster girls in this world.
Yeah, they're getting pretty far along with like bioengineering and stuff. It's only going to be about bioengineering and like plastic surgery and stuff like that. It's only a matter of time before we start getting into like luxury bioengineering, and then cat ears will become a thing. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not a matter of like if it will happen, it's like a matter of when it will happen. Like anything that can be monetized and turned into a luxury will be. So bioengineering will certainly become a luxury thing, and there will be people who will argue the ethics of it and say that it's an abomination, that bioengineering people for luxury is an abomination, and it'll
But here's the
happen
thing:
anyway.
will they call them monster girls, or the proper definition is demi-humans?
Hmm. I imagine it'll be something like Demi, something more civilized than Monster Girls.
And someone
Well,
will say,
especially
"Oh,
because
you
it'll be dudes as well. So
monster boys."
Monster Boys. Yeah, they'll come up with some like very very civilized, very scientific sounding name for somebody who's been as some sort of augmentation. Same with like cybernetic augmentation as well.
I'm waiting for the day where we can replace bad eyeball with good eyeballs.
Yeah,
That I'm hoping that will happen.
I want to replace my brain with a better brain.
No, what we need to invent, we need to invent the bab the babble fish.
Oh yeah, from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That should
for
be
real,
invented.
dude. Look, for as funny and goofy as that series is, Douglas Adams was really like intelligent, really keen on some things. Certainly, if there's like a galactic society, there would need to be some way for everybody to be able to communicate like seamlessly and perfectly. Otherwise, it'll be invented. Like if they don't find something, like in the case of that, they find the babblefish that just kind of does it on its own. But it's like if something like that doesn't already exist, it will have to be created. People need to be able
That's
to
if
communicate effectively.
that's if we survive the great filter.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes for humanity as a whole.
So far, we're not going to survive at this rate. We won't survive the great filter.
We have a too high of a percentage of okay, so there's this wait, is it idiot? Is it idiot or stupid person? I can't remember. There's this, so I mean people like to use idiot and stupid person and like throw it around, but there was a scientist of some sort. I don't know what type they were, but they actually like defined what a stupid person is and did like thought experiments with that. And so a yeah, this chart has like there are like yes, good people, and good people do things for the benefit of themselves and the benefit of others. Then there's like the essentially like the suckers, and those are people who do good things for others at the cost of their own. Like it's good for others, bad for them. Those are like the suckers. Then there's people who are there. I believe he calls them thieves or crooks, and those are people who do things for the benefit of themselves and the detriment of others. Then in like the bottom left, you have stupid people. Stupid people do things that are not beneficial to themselves and not beneficial to others. I'm looking at the mini map and I'm seeing holes, and I think that this lightning storm striking in some of these spots.
Yeah, I see it right now.
But yeah, so this guy defined what a stupid person actually is. A stupid person is somebody who takes actions that are to the detriment of themselves and the detriment of other people or society as a whole. That is definitionally what a stupid person is. And it talks about like a crook, a person who does things that are for his own benefit and and other people's detriment. Like they're not even a stupid person, because at least what they do benefits themselves. If they steal money from you, yeah, that's bad for you, but it benefits them. A stupid person would burn money right in front of you because he's stupid. That's bad for them and bad for you. Anyway, it was really interesting. Like I read an article about this person's like studies and whatnot. I can't remember if they had a book or what the exact situation is. I'm horribly paraphrasing and misquoting everything, but it was really, really fascinating.
So it's like, so you find a lamp, and the genie gives you one wish. It's you still follow the same rules of wishing. You can't wish for more wishes. You can't wish for someone to fall in love. You can't wish for someone to die.
Hmm.
What would you wish for?
Can I wish for infinite cosmic power?
Really? You know what happens after that? You get sent to a lamp.
I know. Um, it's almost easier if I just do one wish, really. Like I get caught up when it's like 3 wishes. I'm like,
That's
fuck,
why
it
he
gets
gives you.
complicated with 3.
That's why he gives you one wish.
Yeah, and also, are we talking like wishes from an actual djinn, an actual genie, where there's going to be a drawback in the end, no matter what I choose? Or is it like a Disney genie where there's actually no drawback?
No, there's gotta be a drawback for every reaction to the opposite reaction. You've got to have a
Duped
drawback.
no matter what.
You got to balance. But okay, fine. It's a drawback, but it's a fair drawback. It's not a monkey paw wish.
Yeah. That's the word. Monkey paw. Yeah. I think I have given thought to this before. I'm just like drawing a blank now. I have given lots of thought to what I would wish for if I ever like got wishes from a genie. Because I'm that kind of fucking chunibyo. I don't know. Drawing a blank. What about you? I mean, do you have anything?
Oh yeah, I already made it ages ago.
What would you wish
The
for?
ability to speak, write, and read in every known language in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty.
People say, "Oh, I want $1 bajillion." Like, dude, if I could speak every language in the world, you know how much money I'd be making? I'd be making bank.
Yeah, that's actually really. I always say that, like,
But
with the superpower question, that I would want the ability to teleport. So I suppose I could go easy and just be like, I would wish for the ability to teleport.
now I wish for invisibility.
I like the ability to teleport, not just because I quite like to travel and that makes travel easy, but then also I like the idea that like commuting to work, like getting around places, like I wouldn't have to like have a car or buy gas or anything. I wouldn't have to waste time
But there's
traveling.
also a problem with teleportation. People free to realize I can teleport. Okay, you teleport. You get hit by a car.
Yeah, you have to be very careful where you teleport to.
I think more fun than teleporting into a wall, as we've all learned in D&D.
Well, I assume it would be like League of Legends. If you flash onto a wall, it just like shunts you over to like the next legal space.
Away.
On D&D, it shunts you to the next legal space, and you take a certain number of like D6 damage based on the number of 5-foot increments that you travel, or something like that. Or I've seen that rule. I think I've also seen where it's like you just start taking suffocation damage immediately.
You know, I could be evil. I could, instead of wishing for every known language in the world, I wish for monsters would exist in the real world.
Well, like which kind of monsters? Good monsters or all kinds?
All kinds.
Oh man, can we just have good monsters, please? Can we just have Pokemon? Just Pokemon.
You know how dangerous Pokemon really are? Oh,
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
no. It's like from that one game. You put Pandora's box, and other monsters are released into the modern worlds.
Yeah.
That game had such. What was it called though?
I just realized I put up these lightning rods because I thought that they didn't show up on map arts, but they totally show up on the map. There are a few like little tiny orange dots where the lightning rods are. Uh,
I think it's funny how when it rains in Minecraft, the entire planet is raining.
the entire planet.
Yep.
Uh, let's see, where were we? Wishes, superpowers, all that fun stuff. Did I give a good? I mean, I guess I said teleport. Do I have to come up with 3? Can I? My first wish is that I had the ability to teleport. My second 2 wishes are pass.
Well, time travel.
Time travel, dude. Let me tell you, that's a good one. Yeah, I 100% want time travel. The question is, the question is what type of time travel? Time travel where a new future version of me is added to the timeline. So if it's a flip book, a version where there's an extra image on one of the pages of the flip book, or time travel where if I go back in time, I'm still me. Like, I'm not a new future version of me. I am like replacing the past version of me.
But here's also a better question. The paradox problem from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
If you run into yourself in the past, do you just like fuck everything up and cause those damn things to show up?
That's why I was kind of asking mine, because it's like if I'm replacing the past version of me with a new version of me, then there's like much lower chance of any kind of paradox. But if there's an extra me, if there's an extra future me, and I have the risk of running into myself, then we have a whole nother can of worms.
Questions only geeks and nerds bring up, not the average schmuck.
The important questions. Again, we're solving the world's problems here with this conversation.
That was highly dangerous. And but so it's like, but would you actually call a new timeline or replace the old timeline? Or will the new timeline, the old timeline, be dumped into the darkness beyond? The darkness beyond.
Oh, okay. So now I have a third wish. So first one, teleport. Second one, time travel. Third one, immortality. Okay, well, okay, immortality, but I can choose when I die. I can,
fair
like,
enough.
If I've lived like a millennia and I'm tired, I can just be like, okay, and snap my fingers and be done.
People, I'm on immortality. No, you don't. You do not want immortality. You think it's great. You do not want immortality. You will go fucking crazy.
I have a book idea. I have a lot of graph stuff written, and I have this book idea of in a unimportant fantasy setting. It doesn't really matter specifically, but it would be a fantasy setting, and the main characters would be a party of people who have different types of immortality, all of which are the type of immortality that you don't want. And essentially their main quest through the story, their main goal is to achieve mortality, to lose their immortality.
In other words, immortality is you die, but you come back.
Yeah.
And you remember how you died.
Yeah. I had that in mind. Essentially like they respawn, but like it still hurts, and they remember that pain, they remember being stabbed in the back or, whatever happened, breathed fire on by a dragon. Like one of them is a person who cannot die, but also their injuries never heal. Like no physical injury or ailment can kill them, but also it never heals. So like if they prick their finger and it starts bleeding, it just bleeds forever now. Like forever. It doesn't bleed a lot, and they will never bleed out, but it just never stops. And yeah, anyway, it's like a morbid story idea, but I was like really interested.
That is morbid. Oh, just chop your arm off. You can how. That's cool.
Yep. The start of the story was going to follow, that. So it's going to be the whole party is going to have different types of immortality, but that the girl who has that one the wounds that never heal was kind of going to be the main one. She's going to be the first one introduced, and essentially, like, first thing in the beginning, how she finds out that she has this power is that she's falls and hits her head on a rock and cracks her skull a little bit, and then it just never heals, and it's always bleeding, but she's like kind of fine. Like, she doesn't have a concussion, she's not unconscious or anything, she just has a permanent like fracture in her skull, and so her head is like always bandaged, and it's like holding part of her skull in place. It's horribly morbid.
That is morbid. Damn.
Yeah, I was like, man,
yeah.
I want a main character who literally gets injured and then is like never heals.
Guys, it's
very,
only
very
been
tragic. Very, very
two
tragic.
nights.
Yeah, I'm getting massacred too. I haven't talked about this with too many people, but I have not just book ideas, but I have 3.5 books written, not in publishing form yet, but
that book of mine, my Pathfinder World, but I just stopped writing it.
Like, these are so the first one is like 450 to 470 pages. The second one is like 520 pages. The third one is more of a short story. It's like 230 pages. Book 1 and 2 are set like book 2 is a direct sequel. The third book is in the same universe as the first two, but follows a different set of characters and kind of on a vastly different vibe. So the first two are called Hive and Rehive, and they're just straight cyberpunk stories.
Yeah, I was never a cyberpunk fan.
The third one is just tentatively called Runner, and it's still set in that cyberpunk world, but I wouldn't call it a cyberpunk because it doesn't deal too much with the technology and with the sci-fi future of it all. It follows a whole bunch of essentially parkour runners, although they call it something different in this universe. But then, yeah, there's a entire plot that they get wrapped up in. That one was heavily inspired by Mirror's Edge. I quite like Mirror's Edge. So I basically wanted to write like my own story, like Mirror's Edge characters, Mirror's Edge OCs, for lack of a better term. I actually feel quite good about at least books 1 and 2, Hive and Rehive. Had them for some time and self-edited them and proofread, and I've read through them probably 10 to 12 times and fixed them up, and they're in pretty good shape. I'm in the process of typing up one Hive, and I do want to take it to publishers. I know that the pool of books that actually get picked up for publication is very small, but I want to do that knowing full well that if I get rejected by every publisher that I approach, you can always go to Amazon, and Amazon will publish your book.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Amazon will take anything. You just won't make much, and it'll just be an ebook. They might make a physical copy. I can't remember what like the stipulations are, but they will certainly publish your book as an ebook, and you'll make probably $10 across like 10 years of publication. But it's not about the money. I just wanted, like, I wrote the thing. I want to put it out there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I started down the path of looking into to Amazon publishing, and it's not the greatest. Like I said, you don't get good cuts, and you don't get a lot of like help. They're not like a full publisher. They're not gonna have proofreading and editing and stuff like that. You basically have to do it on your own. Either do it on your own or pay for it to be done on your own. They don't like really promote your stuff. They don't, like a real publisher, has deals with bookstores and stuff where the your book will actually end up in Barnes and Nobles and shit like that. And Amazon basically doesn't do any of that. They're just like, we will publish your writing as an ebook and it will be available on the Amazon store. So that's your visibility. that's your promotion.
That's like the equivalent of streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. Amazon's literally just like, here's the platform. We're not going to help you much, but here's the platform, And so like knowing that that's out there, knowing that Amazon is out there and that I can, after getting rejected by legitimate publishers, I can always just go to Amazon. It's like, well, the goal is just to see the thing published. So I can do that. I actually have a friend from high school. She had 2 books published on Amazon. I think she had like 30 or 40 people buy her books. Which like obviously 30 or 40 people, not very much, but it's like she was not trying to be a writer. She's like a marine biologist or something. She's not a writer. She just likes fantasy and wrote a couple of books.
I could not be an author. I could not be an author if I wanted to. I don't have the attention span to write an actual book.
I didn't. That's why it took me like 10 plus years to write the ones that I did. Like, so I really don't have that kind of attention.
And I don't have the ADHD. I don't have. I'm like, ugh.
But like the first draft of this first book that I like put on paper, it reads like fan fiction. It reads like, because I used to write fan fiction, just for fun, like cringe ass like shit fan fiction. Posted fanfiction.net.
I still have fanfiction at fanfiction.net. Actually, I still have that. Let me try and find it.
Yeah, my first book reads like fan fiction for a story that nobody's ever heard of. But once I had like the bones of that story out on paper, then every time that I read through it, I would like mark it up and add and change, and I started to notice like holes in my plot, and I was able to plug them. The product that I have now, I'm like, this feels like a legitimate, maybe not YA.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit higher reading level than young adult, but.
So I actually wrote fan fiction for Project Echo, an anime. Here.
Twilight Sea. Oh, should I not be?
Hell, it was shit. Yeah, someone wants to read my cringe fan fiction work. Let them read my cringe fan fiction work.
I used to love fan. I haven't read it.
So I actually read a hilarious fanfiction of Smurfs. It was totally degenerate, lewd, and I was laughing my ass off because it was so cringe, it's hilarious. It was awesome. Smurfs getting it on. I'm like,
nice. Yeah, I don't think that any of my early fan fiction were lewd, but I might have just like repressed. Like, if my memory serves, my fanfics were pretty good. But like, I know if I still had access, I might still have access to them. I'll have to look and see if I can remember my password. If I can get them, and if I read them, I would probably be like, this is cringe as fuck.
But that's the point of fan fiction. It's supposed to be cringe.
It's absolutely supposed to be.
I mean, look at 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Twilight fan fiction. It went really, really far, though.
That series ruined the word Twilight. When I asked for a copy, what's your name? Twilight. Oh, like the book. No, not like the book.
Not like the book.
Because of people, if people don't hear my voice, they hear my name Twilight. Think, oh, you're a girl. Which, to be fair, I do not get mad because normally Twilight is a word is a more feminine leaning word, so I can get to sometimes I'm a girl, and I'm not a girl. I mean, no, I'm just a guy. I just like the word Twilight.
Yeah, I remember when those books came out. So my then girlfriend in high school, she's big into vampires, but like She was big. First of all, she was big into vampires before Twilight, and she was big into like more your normal vampire. That's kind of a bit of a monster. Like she liked it
Oh,
as a monster character,
like Nosferatu.
like Nosferatu, like Dracula. I mean, she didn't read those books, but she read fan fiction and fantasy stories that had vampires that were like bad guys that were not really considered like sexy, sparkly, whatever. They were like described in such a way where maybe they're tall and they're thin and everything, but not like super handsome. They're usually described as like pale and like kind of snaky, like
Actually, they explain that quite well in Monster Hunter International.
yeah.
So like monsters, so pretty much with that, vampires are beautiful looking, but it's just a goddamn glamour.
Yeah.
The more powerful they are, the more ugly they are.
Hmm. Yeah, she was always a fan of vampires and so when those books came out, well, when the first book came out, I like had heard about it and I was like, oh, this is a new like vampire book that's like really popular, and I bought it for her for her birthday because it came out like around her birthday. I bought it for her birthday. It was we were maybe not even like a year dating at that point, and so I bought her this book that I was really proud of. I was like, she didn't ask for it, she didn't even really express interest in it, but she was a big bookworm. We both were, and I knew that she liked vampire. Like I made a judgment call on there, and I was like really really proud of that gift purchase. And she was really excited because she got it and she was like, oh yeah, I've heard about this is supposed to be really good. So she was really excited and she read it and thought it was great. She did like admit to not liking how the vampires are portrayed as like the good guys. She's like, I prefer for the vampire to be like monster or at least like an anti-hero, something a little darker,
Like Alucard.
yeah, like Alucard, like
So my problem with that series is we're vampires. They're OP as fuck.
yeah.
We cannot die ever. We're immune to. Dude, what's no. No, you cannot be immune to every goddamn thing. If you had that power, why don't you just conquer all humanity?
I think
I mean,
another
clearly nothing's stopping you.
I think another good way to describe the sort of vampire that she liked is Vampire the Masquerade vampires. Like they're dark. I mean, they're still kind of attractive, but like they're fucking monsters. They drink blood, they eat people, they don't really give a fuck about humans. They're not going to fall in love with a human most likely, and if they do, it's like maybe they just want to fuck them or just mess around, like it's just a distraction.
Wait, here's what I'm interested. Wait, so if vampires are technically undead, how are they able to impregnate a human being?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it makes more sense for them to reproduce by turning humans into vampires. But how the fuck does Dracula impregnate a human being if she's undead?
uh-huh.
That makes no sense.
But yeah, so she liked the book, had her complaints or whatever, but liked it, and and that was kind of it. And then like when the next one came out, I think I might have bought her that one as well. Maybe she bought it for herself. Either way, she read it, kind of liked it, and then it started to kind of become a fucking phenomenon, like blowing up. And that's when she was like, okay, I'm done with this. Like she just lost all interest in reading the Twilight. She did finish it, but she was like, nah, fuck this. She didn't like the wave of popularity that it was getting. She also had that like, I liked vampires before it was cool mentality. But it's unfortunate because it's like I had kind of a good memory about that book, being proud of myself for getting that for her as a gift, thinking that I had picked something good. And it was a good buy. And essentially that good feeling got corrupted by the fact that like the series ended up with a fan base and ended up going in a direction where it's like, man, what is this?
Whatever the fuck happened of that author, she just
Meyer?
yeah, it just disappeared.
Yeah. I assume she probably still writes, but it's like What other books has she written? I guess she probably doesn't have to.
What the
Probably is
hell?
set for
What's
life
shooting at
on
me?
Twilight. There's a drown with a trident. Ow. Ow. Did he drop it? No, he did not drop it.
Ah. Fucking drone. So rude.
So rude. So rude. Ugh.
Sound like someone getting tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know about you. You seem to have more energy than me right now somehow.
Which is weird because nobody falls asleep by now normally.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's starting to get a little late for me. Stream has been almost 3 hours.
It's funny how collab can last a lot longer. You don't feel it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you stream by yourself, it's just draining.
Oh, it's so, yeah. It's nice having somebody to talk to. Ugh. I think I'm
And
gonna
it's,
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call my stream here.
okay, I'm gonna finish up this one batch and turn it then. My contact lens, I'll pop this contact lens out.
Raid. Anybody to raid?
This should be a weekly thing for us. Just every Thursday.
Yeah, for sure. Not a problem. Lee. I have no like big streaming aspirations or anything. So there's no other obligation. Nothing where I'll be like, oh, I have to do this on Thursday.
You don't want to be a big name VTuber and say something controversial and get canceled?
You mean I can be a big shot? Now's my chance to be a big shot.
Say something stupid, get canceled.
I'm gonna raid. Hopefully he's not about to end. He has been streaming for quite some time.
What, false?
Jacato.
He had been streaming for a while.
Okay. I of course don't have a raid message or anything. I'm going to get everything set up, ready to go over there. Stop with the music. I'm gonna be here. Okay, thanks to the people who came out. Thanks for the lurkers. Thanks for the chatters. Thank you, Twilight, for hanging out here. Happy 2-year stream anniversary. We made good progress on this this map art thing. We have a really nice check. It looks like we're just gonna play an awesome game of chess, to be honest. But we're getting there. We're getting there with this.
If only it was chess.
Uh-huh.
That would be a good thing to make in the future, honestly. A big giant chessboard.
Yeah, for real. For real. To those who are still hanging out, have fun with Jacato, and I will see you guys most likely next Tuesday, unless there's an impromptu stream now and then. I don't know. We will see, but plan on Tuesday. Bye.
Night, guys.